Now, the clergy in Mombasa County have condemned the Supreme Court judges for the ruling that gave the LGBTQ community the freedom to register as a non-governmental organization. The clergy, under the umbrella of the Kenya Christians' Voice, announced peaceful demonstration on Monday, the 6th of March 2023, to reprimand the ruling, stating it is a breach of religion and African culture.
Mombasa Clergy, under the umbrella of the Kenya Christian Voice, is now advocating for the resignation of the 3 Supreme Court judges that approved the registration of the LGBTQ members. The Clerics say that despite homosexuality being illegal in Kenya, the court decided to go against the law and rule in favor of the National Gay and Lesbian Human Rights Commission, according to them, this being a misguidance to the future generations in relation to religion and the African culture.
We are calling upon our president to push for amendments of the Kenya Constitution to ensure immorality may not be promoted. This call follows the Supreme Court ruling in the case of National Gay and Lesbianism Human Rights Commission. And if possible, we ask for the redress of the Supreme Court for full house for a clear mandate from the majority of the bench.
We are afraid that if we allow this vice to continue, then the life of our children are in jeopardy, right from primary, secondary, tertiary, and the universities will be in problem. We are going to lose a generation which we are going to steer this nation.
The Kenyan Christian Voice stated that this is an influence by the Western cultures brought to corrupt the youth and misguide the future generations, also urging the government to decline the advances to make LGBTQ community legal, announcing for peaceful demonstrations to reprimand the ruling.
As Kenya Christian Voice, we want the nation to know that the so-called Kenya National Gay and Lesbian Human Rights Commission is entirely funded by Western foundations. It raised next to no funds in Kenya. It is a creation of the West, planted here to corrupt our nation and our youth in totality, to create evil spiritual atmosphere in Kenya, which are open door for curse to our nation.
I would urge His Excellency the President to go by a legislation to lobby for the legislators in a parliament, because he has the numbers, so that the Supreme Court may be recalled back, so that they can debate about it, so that a fair judgment may be given, so that to protect the registrar of societies.
The clergy declaring peaceful demonstrations on Monday the 6th in different parts of the country by religious leaders from different denominations to protest against the ruling of the Supreme Court.
Kenya Christian Voice will also be holding a prayer walks in the various counties in Kenya, with the climax at the Nairobi offices of KNG and LHCR in Arboretum Drive in Nairobi. We are going to start also ours here in Mombasa, which we will do that with other religious leaders from different denominations on Monday.
This law that was passed by the Supreme Court, we say no to it, and we don't marvel at it, so we wait for a further redress as it may be so.
This coming after the Supreme Court ruling in favor of the case of National Gay and Lesbian Human Rights Commission to register their community. Mariam Bashir reporting for Ebru TV.